Hi everyone, I'm Vicki Murphy. I am a Jira Align specialist at Expium, which is a Platinum Solutions partner with Atlassian. In this video, I'll be breaking down the updates to Jira Align for both end users and administrators with the release of version 10.108. This version was released to Jira Align instances on the continuous release track, which is probably your test environment if you have one, on June 3rd, 2022, and it will be released to production instances on June 17th, 2022. With that, let's go ahead and jump into the details of this release. We continue to see some updates to the API 2.0 in this release, this time in the world of the financial values. So the API now has a financials section in it, and it has opened up several of the fields that you see on my screen here. As you can see on the slide, only some of the operations were opened up for these fields with this release, but this is still a really great update for anyone who's been trying to extract some of that financial data from Jira Align. The Jira Align development team has also added the post, put, and patch operations for the links details section on the details panel of themes and objectives, and they finalized the removal of operational process flows. So developmental process flows do still remain in the system, and for more details about this removal of operational process flows, do check out our previous release update video where we talked more about the details around this. Now let's go ahead and jump into Jira Align and talk more about the updates from there. A new financial calculation was added to Jira Align called the hourly accepted spend. If you look at the calculation here, you may recognize this formula. It's very similar to the previous functionality that calculated accepted spend by story point. Now teams are able to choose if they want to track their effort by story points or by logging time on tasks, and they can make this selection in the Jira Align Teams tab. They can open up their team profile, and then under the track by field here, you're able to now select points or hours. When hours is selected, those team members can log their time on subtasks in Jira software. This does include time logged through Tempo timesheets, which is a popular time tracking add-on to Jira software that will sync over to Jira Align, and then they will be able to use this accepted spend by hours. This calculation has the formula you see here of the sum of time logged multiplied by the weighted cost rate. The weighted cost rate is a new value. It represents the average cost per team member that contributed to a story. For more details on this value and for an explanation of weighted cost rate versus blended rate, do check out the release notes. They have some good detailed examples there. As always, we have linked the release notes in the description of this video. Now I'm going to jump over to the portfolio room. We've seen several updates to the portfolio room throughout 2022, and this release has some updates to this backlogs widget here. This widget does show us any of the epics and standalone features or features without a parent item. For the portfolio, we've selected in the context bar and the in-page filter here. The columns for this widget are preset, but now we are able to sort by these columns. So now we are able to select the title for any of these. So let's take story points, for example. And clicking it once will sort ascending, and clicking it twice will sort the widget descending. The default sort is to sort by the ID column descending. So if you just click this twice, you'll get back to the default sort that you saw whenever you first came to the portfolio room. As with previous Jira Align releases, we do see several defect fixes in this version. Some highlights are some better syncing between the summary field between Jira Align and Jira software, some added consistency to how tags operate in the backlog view, and some more UI updates that continue to ensure that consistency across the tool. If you want to check out the details of any of these defect fixes, do check out the release notes. Again, those are linked in the description of this video. That is all that release 10.108 had in store for us. Thank you very much for watching, and good luck on your Jira Align journey.